Dan Raywood from IT Security Guru, today with Guy from Clearswift. Here we're going to talk about DLP. Guy, what's wrong with DLP?
So DLP's been around for a very long time, but it has one fundamental flaw, and that is if you get the policy wrong, then business stops, because traditional DLP works on a stop and block approach. And so that's one of the things that we've been trying to address, is how do you prevent stop and block? You need to protect your information, but you also need to protect communication.
Is one of the problems with DLP that it's that concept of data loss prevention? It's people thinking, I'm going to install this, it's going to save my bacon if anything goes wrong.
I think that's one of the problems, and of course there's a lot of different ways in which you can lose your data. So just thinking one solution is going to solve all of your problems is probably an incorrect assumption. So you need to look at a much greater set of things around all the different ways you might lose data, even if it's just printed material. But yes, when you put the information in, you then need to think about what's the value of this information and what's the consequence should it fall into the wrong hands. So you put in place an electronic DLP solution, and if you get the policy wrong, it prevents it from going out, and when you prevent it going out, that's preventing business. And so that's probably the biggest blocker to anybody putting in place a DLP solution today.
It's suffering from a bit of an image problem, isn't it, really? That people aren't sure. I know Clearswift have just launched a new technology. This sort of granular filtering, is that maybe the way forward for you, that you see it?
Certainly from our perspective, so we've launched adaptive redaction, which really, it strips out the information which will break policy automatically, consistently, as the information moves. So if you send a file across the boundary to somebody outside, and let's say it contains a credit card number, then it will remove the credit card number. It won't block the communication, the document will still go out, but that little piece of information will be removed, communication will go through, the person at the other end will receive it, and if they say, well, hang on a minute, there's some information missing here, then at least they know that somebody's tried to communicate and they can go back to it. Whereas stop and block, it's stop and block, and they won't even necessarily know that somebody has tried to communicate with them.
Certainly a way forward. Maybe DLP no longer the disastrous, ludicrous project that it once was. I'm Dan Raywood from IT Security Guru. Thanks, Guy.
Thank you very much.